Rupert Lowe, please.
Thank you, Chairman. So I've got a question, I think, for the Permanent Secretary. I mean, do you agree with me that good data is the basis on which good decisions are made rather than bad decisions? That's how I've always run my businesses. I mean, do you agree that's a logical summary of how people make good decisions rather than bad decisions?
It is entirely how we would hope to do so, yes.
So can you explain to me then, I mean, I have had hundreds, literally hundreds of NHS whistleblowers. You probably know I've set up something called Restore Britain. We've got our own whistleblowing line. We've literally had hundreds of NHS staff whistleblowers, I mean hundreds, who've contacted us about the lack of English language causing issues, as well as foreign staff not holding appropriate skills and qualifications. Now, these people, these are doctors, they're nurses, they're midwives, they're managers, they're surgeons, they're everybody within the NHS. It's not just one subset. And what they're frightened of actually reporting it to the NHS for the fear of the wokerati who run the NHS now, their fear of reprisal, so they've come to us. So, I mean, I'd like to know, you must accept the fact that we need the data. So what data do you hold, basically, on the correlation between foreign nationals and medical malpractice taking place within the NHS? You must look at all this data. You can't fear being called racist or anything else. We need raw data for the taxpayers' benefit and also for the patient's benefit.
With your permission, if I can hand over to Aidan as the doctor, thank you.
Well, I think, so I wouldn't want to be considered part of a wokerati, but I mean, we are very animated about issues around inequalities and so on, and we are hand reading, for example, and to the point about digital, with machine learning, we will get far more data from those 3 million incidents that I'm referring to. But we are hand reading the death and severe cases, thousands of those a year, and what is not coming out of that is that there is an issue around people who've come from abroad and language and communication. There is undoubtedly communication issues around inequalities in harm, and we know that some groups are affected by harm more, partly because of communication, and communication is undoubtedly important in safety. But what we're not seeing from those reports we're reading is some of the things that you're describing people whistleblowing to.
You disagree with these whistleblowers?
So I'm not disagreeing with whistleblowers because I haven't spoken to them, and it's important that people feel able to speak up. And one of the things that we are very focused on is the concept of psychological safety and people being able to step forward and talk to us about these things.